Hey, it's Two Sheds Gabby. I'm back to do another penny hunt, trying to add to my goal of 260 pounds of copper for this year. It's the next week. I've picked up one box of pennies today, plus an additional $10 worth I got while I was out, returning half dollars from last week. In a few days, I pick up my half dollars and my second box of pennies for the week. I figured out if I can keep doing 5 pounds a week, it only takes 40 so many weeks to get the 260 pounds, and that will leave me several weeks that I may have blips or hiccups or things come up where I can't do the hunts, or even weeks that maybe I don't even get 5 pounds because the boxes just don't have 5 pounds, or sometimes I get a box that's 2023s and kind of puts a hiccup in my week. But anyway, all of these have copper enders, so I'm good to go. I didn't have any kind of dimes or wheat pennies or anything enders this week like I did last week, but I did find this really nice 1973D. Boy, that's a nice looking one. I'll probably put that one away. I got several rolls of just super nice of the older copper memorials. All right, let's get started. In the second roll, I found a 73S. I think, again, I'm just going to put the S's aside and see how many I get. just, it's just because I like to. It's probably not any other reason. There's the D that I kept. Also found, where'd he go? This guy. What do you reckon causes that? It's spreading. No. This is the seventh roll, and I haven't had a wheat penny or a Canadian yet, but look, I think it's the fifth coin from the end. I do believe we have us a dime. Cool. He's got something on it. He's stuck to the penny. Oh, I'll have to pry that guy apart. Look at this. It's disgusting. What is that? That's gross. I'll have to get something to clean that up. Ugh. But we have a dime, and it'll eventually go right there. I've got them soaking down in some cleaner here. The other one is copper, by the way, and I smelled it. It smells sweet, so I'm assuming it's some type of candy. This was also in that row. My first wheat penny, 1946. Very cool. This is the very next roll, the eighth roll in this box, and I found wheat penny number 2. I can't quite tell. I'm going to have to get this guy under the microscope. Something looks wrong with that 6. And it may be an S. It don't look right at all. I'll show you what I find here in a minute. Here's the whole obverse. The rim doesn't seem to be damaged anywhere. I put that in the variety slot because I think that something was wrong with the mint because I think if it was just something that had occurred to it after it was minted, this rim should be all messed up because it's down to nothing, but the rim is still just as good as it should be. Anyway, I could never tell if it was a D or an S. I was looking at it kind of straight up and down, but if you look at it from an angle, you can tell that it's an S. You see that? 56S. Okay, my 56S theory has got to be wrong. It's got to be a 1950, since they didn't make the S in 1956. That O is just, I mean, it looked like a 6 that's mostly gone, but the O is just mostly not there at all. But you can see that that's an S. So I'm assuming that's a 50S. Okay, that last one drove me crazy. This is the 11th roll, and this is the third wheat penny. 1951. It'll go in the 50s slot. So I was doing a little bit of research on pennies, just getting more information, and I read that the average penny lifetime is 25 years. It's kind of interesting. Also, the penny was the first minted coin in the U.S. There's an 83. There's a Zinc 83. Also, the penny was the first coin minted with the motto, "In God We Trust." Also, there are approximately 30 million pennies minted per day. That's a fingerprint on there. I've seen several like that. I wonder what causes that. And there are 13 billion on average minted per year. And there's lines in that one. That's wild. '82. 2/3 of all coins minted, produced in the United States are pennies. At the end of the 12th row, I found my first Canadian 12-sided, 1985. It'll go right there. Here's the two coins that I pulled out of the soapy solution. That was weird. All of this area is where the candy was, and this is where the candy was not. Is that weird? That's pretty wild. Helix looks fine. This is the 22nd roll, almost halfway through the box, and I finally get to my second Canadian, another of the 12-sided. This one's 1983. '82. You know, I mentioned a little while ago that there are 13 billion pennies made a year. That gives you some indication of why we're getting a little bit less and less copper, because there's more and more of this zinc in circulation every year. Just means you're going to get that many more per box. Also mentioned that 2/3 of all the coins made in the U.S. are pennies. Did you also know that the penny is the most profitable for the U.S. mint to make? It costs them 0.93 cents per penny, percent, which gives them a profit of 0.07 cents per coin. And that is a big difference. They say that the extra money is used to pay the debt, national debt, and that sort of stuff. But every year it's brought up in Congress about getting rid of the penny. Now you know why they're not in any hurry to get rid of it, because it's the most profitable coin they make. As well as 70% of Americans don't want to get rid of it. With 2 rolls to go in the first half, I find my 4th wheat penny, and it's a 1944 Philadelphia. I'm in the second roll in the second half, and what do you think that is? Maybe it used to be a nickel? I don't know. I couldn't pick it up with a magnet, so it was a coin, I guess, at one time. Oh my goodness. I can't quite tell. Wow. That'll go next to my dime, I guess. Wow. Do you know what the least produced coin, least minted coin of the memorial cents are? The 4 different designs of the Lincoln Bicentennial 2009. The last one, the presidential coin, there was less than 200 million made of that one. And so what is the second least produced memorial penny? The 1968 S had 238 something million. Oh, speaking of S, like I said, I'm halfway through the box, and so far I have 5. Yep, 5 of them. I weighed that last ugly looking thing just to make sure, and it's zinc. I have not seen a 2009 yet in this box. I usually get 1 or 2 in every box. Well, you know what? The 2009 is not a memorial, is it? It's a bicentennial. So it's the 68S is the winner. This is the 3rd roll in the second half, and this is my 5th wheat penny. Except for that spot there over the 1 cent, that's in mighty good shape. $56D. $83. I've sure weighed a lot of them. Zinc. Another 83. That one looks like zinc, but we're going to weigh it. Yep. I've just been going through the mintages, looking at the least since 1959. And it didn't even occur to me, well, that's not a memorial. There it is. There's an 82, but there's my first one right there. Sixth row in the second half, and here's wheat penny number 6. 45. Yeah, I believe that's what that says. Copper. Well, copper's down a little bit again. It's been staying pretty steady above 2.5 cents value in each penny, but today it dropped back to each penny's now worth $2 and yeah, which 2.49 cents per penny. Let's weigh this guy. Zinc. Yeah, if pennies go to a value, copper pennies go to a value of $2, I've done well. This is the 9th roll in the second half, and here is wheat penny number 7, a 1936. Pretty good, pretty old. Oh my. I'm going to push that up there with the gnarly guys. I'd say I'm well into getting my 3 pounds this box. I can't believe it says 96. I'm going to weigh that one. It's zinc. Yeah. Oh, also a little bit ago, I found a newer Canadian that's not copper. 10th roll in the second half, and there's wheat penny number 8. Maybe I will get 10. 52S. Cool beans. What is going on in his ear? I think he's been slimed. The end of the 14th roll here in the second half, and there's wheat penny number 9, 44D. I just think I'll get my 10. The end of the 16th roll in the second half, and here's another Canadian. I hope that's 80 or 81. No, it's one of the newer ones. It just is darker. That's older Elizabeth, not younger Elizabeth. 82. 6 rolls to go in this box, and there is finally another Canadian that's older, 1968. And there's an 83 to weigh that's zinc. Yep. After I go through this box, I'll also go through that other $10 worth back there. And I won't just go through each one. I'll tell you if I get anything good, and then I'll tell you how much copper I get out of them. Very next roll, I get another Canadian, 1979. I believe I'm easily getting my 3 pounds of this box. Still got 1 week to go to hit my 10. 82. Haven't been finding more S's. I found all those in that first half. With 3 rows to go, there's number 10. I got it. 57D. Very cool. $83. I found another 2009. I think it's 3 of those I've got. That's a D. Two rows to go, and there's number 11. 1940. 82. That sure looks zinc, don't it? And it is. I finished that box with 11 wheat pennies and 4 copper Canadian plus a couple of the newer ones. 2009, a couple extra fines. That weird 50S, whatever that is. Here's the S memorials. I'll throw those in with the box. That was just way more redder than the others. I liked it. That was, I don't know what that is, and there's my dime. Let me get through the, oh, I'll weigh the 82s and tell you how much copper I've got. Positive it's over 3 pounds. Then I'll get those 10 rolls done, and we'll see where we're at so far. You see it there? 3.596, something like that. I knew it was going to be well over. Very cool. I'll get these other $10 worth too and add it to it. I found another proof. 89S. Nice. That's a good looking coin. The 10 sealed rolls that had the proof coin in it also had 3 or 4 Canadian, no wheat pennies, but it had good copper. It was a little under a pound. But the 10 customer roll had 0 copper in it. They had already been searched through. So those were a bust. Let me add this to my coins over there, and we'll see where we're at so far this year. Okay, I've got 2 15-pound boxes sealed up, taped up real good now, and about 2.5 pounds. So we're at a little over 32 pounds for the year, and we're just getting into February. So I think I'm doing pretty good.